Hello, I'm here with your Spokane real estate market update. I've got fresh numbers, so let's get into it. Starting off, let's talk about interest rates. At the Fed meeting this month, it was our first meeting with the new chair, Kevin Walsh. I think everyone was hoping to see drastic changes. However, they held the federal funds rate steady again at 3.5 to 3.75%. Now, there were some changes, but the shift is, instead of talking about cuts later this year, the Fed is now signaling a possible hike is on the table, mostly because of the inflation and energy prices and the situation in the Middle East. For mortgage rates, that's translated to, for the 30-year fixed, sitting at a mid 6.5, call it 6.3 to 6.5, depending on the day and the lender. The honest takeaway, don't wait around hoping for rates to crash. Most economists, Fannie Mae, the Mortgage Bankers Association, are all projecting rates to hold in the 6 to 6.5% range through the rest of the year. And maybe rate hikes towards the end of the year. So don't wait too long. Get into the house if you're thinking about making any changes. So let's talk about Spokane market specifically and inventory. Inventory is up. In real estate, we like to say how many months of supply there is. Basically, no new houses came on. If no new houses came on the market and all the houses continued selling at the same rate, how long would it take for all of them to sell? Right now, we're sitting at 2.5 months of inventory. That's been a continuous climb back to normal markets. So we've kind of been inching our way up. Last year around this time, we were at 2.1. So steady upward climb, more balanced market, nothing really to be concerned or worried about. That's just the trend that we're seeing. This translates to buyers. You have more to choose from than you did a year ago. This is still a tight market. You're not anywhere close to a buyer's market territory, but there's a little bit less pressure. It's eased up some. And depending on the neighborhood, price point, we're still seeing some houses are going for over asking and multiple offers. It just kind of depends on your specific situation. Now listen to these numbers. Pending sales are up nearly 30% year over year. That tells me there's more buyer demand. Still very much alive. People are out there writing offers. Even with rates the way they are, houses are still selling. So big picture, closed sales in Spokane County are down 12.4% from this time last year. Now, before you panic, that's not the whole story. Year to date, we're actually up 2.9% in closed sales compared to 2025. So over the entire year compared to last year, sales are actually up, but compared to month over month, we're down. I remember last year's summer market. It was kind of weird. Started off in the beginning part of the summer, really high, really a lot of movement, and then it really slowed down through the end of the year. I think this year will be a lot more normal and kind of consistent throughout the year. As far as pricing goes, average sale price landed at about 2.8% from the way it was last year. And price is also down 2.8% year over year. Prices have softened up slightly, but they haven't fallen off a cliff. This still looks like a normal market kind of balancing itself out. Nothing like we're not in trouble, nothing to worry about. Softening is likely due to the slight increase in inventory, not something to be concerned about or like a correction, anything like that. So what does that mean if you're thinking about buying or selling a house? If you're a buyer, you've got more inventory to work with than you did last year. And sellers are a little bit more open to negotiating than they were 12 months ago. Don't wait for a magic rate drop. It's not coming. We may actually end up seeing a hike in rates before too long. Seller, homes are still moving, demand is still strong, but pricing it right matters more than ever. Pricing in this market will cost you. That's the Spokane market in a nutshell right now. If you've got questions about your specific neighborhood, your home's value, or what your move might look like in this market, reach out. I'm always happy to run the numbers for you and see what your specific situation is and how markets could affect you. I'm Zach with Rios & Co. Real Estate, brought to you through EXP, and that's a wrap. Thank you.